We'd like Kevin Price from Infor to join us. Albert from Bedrock Automation, please come up. And Eduardo from Radix Engineering, please join us. Thank you. I apologize. I did practice my presentation several times, drive, run it, did it within 10 minutes several times. For some reason, I must have gotten a little distracted and I went a little over. So unfortunately, the Q&A period is going to be shortened up a little bit. I apologize for that. The first question I'd like to put out to Kevin Price of Infor. I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and then we'll put it out to the audience. So Kevin, Stephen talked about infrastructure, airports, and things like that, facilities management. Is Infor EAM used in other industries other than facilities management?
Absolutely. So
you may want to pull up one of the mics.
this one works. Absolutely. So Infor has been around using an asset management solution since 1986. We have about 10,000 customers worldwide. So there is environments that are real commercial, heavy works that are out there. In the past, we've brought customers to this event. Last year, we brought CERN. CERN does hadron accelerators in Switzerland. And then the time before that, we brought Pfizer. They make drugs. And we brought a couple of other customers around. But there's a lot of customers that are out there around the world using Infor EAM outside of what we do just in facilities.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Albert, I'll ask you a similar question.
Yes.
If you could pronounce your own last name, I'm sorry.
Roy Akers.
Thank you very much. I apologize.
Is that the end of the question?
No, but the good one. Stephen, of course, is government, water, and light. Are there other industries that your products play in other than SCADA systems and stuff like that?
Yeah, it would certainly be applied to virtually any automation application.
Okay.
It's meant to be a unified platform. Behaves like a PLC or a SCADA or DCS. So in our first year, we've got penetration in oil and gas and petrochemical and in several government projects that I'm not quite sure what they're doing with them. But.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, it goes everywhere. Would you like one?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And again, another similar question for you, Eduardo. Radix Engineering, I know you're part owned by Sotrec. I got it right that time, I think. Which is, of course, the distributor for Caterpillar throughout Brazil. But do you get in projects beyond Caterpillar and heavy equipment?
Yeah, yes, of course. This was a huge project, and we applied a lot of state-of-art technologies that we also apply for other customers. The system, the Sotrec Link, is a fit-to-purpose system. But beneath, we had a lot of machine learning techniques and methodologies that we developed. And we already are applying those solutions for other metals and mining companies. We have different cases for a few different mining huge companies in Brazil. Is a kind of techniques and algorithm that can be used in any case. Depends of the environment that you need. And we are discussing this a lot here in ARC Forum. Everybody nowadays, all the big companies, they already have the data stored somehow. Yeah? And since they have the data, now we know how to work, and we are developing technologies and tools to work all this data and to extract the most benefic information for the customer.
Thank you. Yeah, very good. All right. Now I'll open it up to questions from the audience. If you would please just raise your hand. We've got Will over here with a microphone, and the Paula Hollywood. We've got a question in the center here. Paula's coming up behind you with a microphone.
For the example that used Caterpillar equipment monitoring, you had an example of an oil testing. Is that testing the oil in the equipment in the trucks themselves, and is that something that's in the field that's doing testing and sending telematics back, or are you taking oil samples and sending them somewhere to be tested?
About the oil sample, we have two solutions. We have one that is on board of the machine. We can do some onboarding particle counter. It's a technology that you connect the machine and a special particular particle counter in the machine and receive the data automatically. But most of the service is provided by a sample that someone else needed to collect in the machine and send it to our laboratory. We have one of the five big laboratories in the world. We process around 500,000 samples per year, and the results is very nice. And this laboratory was the first condition monitoring tool I have seen in my life, and it started like 29 years ago. It's a very precise tool to support condition monitoring equipment. You have basically physical tests and chemical tests. You can test the elements, and this element test provides what's happening in the component. I'm not looking for a failure in the oil. I'm looking for signals that the oil is bringing from the machine. So I can collect information about chromium, iron, and things like that were in a higher rate. So it's a very precise solution for condition monitoring.
Okay. Other question from the audience? Anybody else? Volunteer?
Okay, my turn. Can I have a turn?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Paula.
This question is for Stephen. Stephen, particularly for your airport equipment, do you supply that equipment as a service on a performance-based contract, or do you sell the equipment to the airport authority? Or both?
A little bit of both. Most of it's sold to the airport authorities or to the airlines direct for that equipment. Some of it can be leased and purchased back with maintenance as part of the package.
Okay. But just curious, you're collecting all of this data, and I thought this is surely going to be a performance-based contract.
No, it's amazing that airlines today really do care about their customers, and so do the airport authorities about the airlines and make sure that the equipment's available to them. And so, they're a quick adopter to new technologies coming out, and seconds matters to them. You'll hear them say it on their commercials. Seconds do matter, and it means a lot to them.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, I'll ask a question then. This is the SOTREC application for the Caterpillar equipment. The analytics that are on top of, that do the predictive maintenance, is it a custom algorithm that you've written, or is it machine learning? Can you talk a little bit of what type of analytics are being used?
Eduardo, I think it's better for you to answer
Okay.
because of more technical terms. So
Actually, SOTREC Link is not one software, it's a platform. We have different modules. Wagner already quoted one. It's called the Oil Expert, that deals specifically with the oil examination. And okay, the software was 100% built from scratch. But of course, using state-of-the-art algorithms that are available. For example, we use the R engine sometimes in a few parts. We use, but the analytics part developed from scratch. The data visualization, of course, we use libraries that are well known, like D3 and other components that improve the speed of development. But the software was full customized. Yeah. The machine learning, for example, we use in the Oil Expert, we have machine learning algorithms to understand that learn from 5 years of data from SOTREC and now it has this accuracy that Wagner showed us. It's very accurate nowadays, almost 90% of accuracy for each data analysis. It's built over, for example, specifically the machine learning part is built over algorithm that is very known. It's XGBoost. It's available for everybody, but you know how to, you need to know how to apply. That's the difference that Soltrex found in us. It's not only about software development. You have the engineering before, the analysis before, the requirements in the specification.
Sorry, I'm going to
before.
have to cut you off because we're right near the half hour.
Okay.
So, and these fine people are ready for their break. I do appreciate you all attending. I remind you to open up the app and click that you attended, and please give us a good rating. Thank you for attending.